Welcome back to Narrations, the channel where we bring the greatest movies of all time straight to your imagination, retold as if you're watching them unfold. Today we're diving into a neo-noir classic, directed by Roman Polanski, written by Robert Towne, and starring Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway. This is Chinatown, 1974. The story begins in 1930s Los Angeles, a city shimmering with sunshine but rotting beneath the surface. Private investigator Jake Gittes, played by Jack Nicholson, makes a living catching unfaithful spouses. Slick, confident, and dressed in sharp suits, Gittes prides himself on uncovering dirty secrets for his wealthy clients. One day, a woman hires him, claiming to be Evelyn Mulray, the wife of Hollis Mulray, the city's water and power chief engineer. She suspects her husband of infidelity. Gittes takes the job and soon he's tailing Mulray across town. But Hollis isn't meeting another woman. Instead, he's wandering through reservoirs, dams, and dry riverbeds, fascinated with the city's water supply. Eventually, Gittes photographs Hollis with a young woman, and the story becomes front-page scandal. But then the real Evelyn Mulray, played by Faye Dunaway, storms into his office. She never hired him. Gittes realizes he's been set up, humiliated in the papers, and now caught in something far bigger than a cheating case. When Hollis Mulray turns up dead, drowned, things take a darker turn. The police suspect suicide, but Gittes isn't convinced. Hollis was obsessed with water, always talking about shortages and corruption, but he was also a strong swimmer. Why would he drown? Something doesn't add up. Digging deeper, Gittes learns of a conspiracy surrounding Los Angeles's water supply. The city is in the middle of a drought, and powerful men are manipulating the system, diverting water at night to irrigate land in the valley. Landowners are being forced to sell cheaply, unaware their property will become fertile once the water returns. Someone is getting rich off the suffering of others. At the center of it all is Noah Cross, played chillingly by John Huston. Cross is Evelyn's father and Hollis's former business partner. Wealthy, charming, and utterly ruthless, Cross represents the corrupt power controlling the city. He's tied not only to the water scandal but to Evelyn's personal life as well. Gittes begins to fall for Evelyn as they work together, and she slowly opens up to him. But she's hiding something. The closer he gets to the truth, the more dangerous things become. Thugs threaten him, warn him to stop digging. In one of the film's most famous moments, Polanski himself makes a cameo as a knife-wielding gangster who slashes Gittes' nose, forcing him to wear a bandage for much of the movie. Despite the threats, Jake pushes on. He discovers that Evelyn has a mysterious young girl living in her house. When he presses her, Evelyn finally breaks down, crying out that the girl is both her daughter and her sister. It's one of cinema's most shocking revelations. She's the product of Noah Cross's abuse. Evelyn has been trying to protect her, hiding her away from her father's grasp. As the conspiracy unravels, Jake realizes that Cross not only orchestrated the water scheme, but is also determined to reclaim control over the girl. The case has become deeply personal. Jake arranges to get Evelyn and the girl out of town, but Cross confronts them in Chinatown, a place filled with painful memories for Jake. Years earlier, while working as a cop there, he failed to protect a woman, and now history is repeating itself. The final moments are tragic. As Evelyn tries to flee with her daughter, police block the street. Shots ring out, and Evelyn is killed instantly. Her daughter screams as Noah Cross pulls her away. Gittes watches helplessly, devastated, as corruption and evil triumph once again. A friend tries to console him, telling him, "Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown." The line captures the film's bleak truth, that some battles can't be won, and some systems are too corrupt to fight. Chinatown is more than a detective story. It's a modern noir masterpiece, drenched in atmosphere, with sunlit visuals hiding the darkest secrets. Jack Nicholson delivers one of his greatest performances, portraying Jake as both confident and broken, a man who thinks he can handle anything but is destroyed by forces larger than himself. Faye Dunaway brings heartbreaking vulnerability to Evelyn, while John Huston's Noah Cross remains one of cinema's most chilling villains. The screenplay by Robert Towne is often hailed as one of the greatest ever written, blending mystery, corruption, and tragedy into a story that feels timeless. With Roman Polanski's sharp direction, the film embodies the essence of noir, where truth is murky, heroes fail, and evil prevails. If you haven't seen Chinatown, it's a must-watch, a movie that stays with you long after the credits roll. And if you enjoyed this narration, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Narrations for more cinematic journeys. Because sometimes the best way to revisit these masterpieces is to experience them all over again.